Hello everybody, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. In the previous episode, we got started with mystical agriculture and began to build up a decent amount of resources. We built out this Infernium farm that is producing quite a lot of essence, and we'll actually talk about that in a little bit. But first, we do have these harvester pylons now. Thank you to the commenter who suggested that I use the Pylons mod because it does have these harvesters, which are definitely working a lot faster. So I just have these set up, and inside of them we have all the modium hose. The reason I'm using all the modium is it's indestructible, so this will last forever pretty much. And the best part about it is they don't require power. So yeah, speaking of things that I've done in between episodes, I've gone ahead and overhauled the side seeds that we're using to produce different essences. I created this system here to sort of act as a way to produce all of our sorts of side essences that we're going to need in order to craft new resources in the future. So over here we have our sheep seed. Then we also have dye seeds, water seeds, dirt, wood, stone, a couple of redstone plants, some emeralds, and then uranite. And the reason we need uranite is because I also overhauled our power system. So this is the sort of the new area for power. I guess lore-wise, it's sort of a 3D printer of sorts. So yeah, now I'm using these framed secret storages, which are basically barrels that are disguised as different blocks, as well as modular routers. So we're basically using the modular routers to grab items from the secret storages, and those will send them into the energizing orbs. And we have the puller and sender modules configured so that it'll only fill one item of each type at a time. And currently this system can only handle up to 3 items at a time, but we do have the ability to expand in the future if we ever need to. So yeah, there is also this other elevator here that we have in place, and if we go up it, you'll notice that we actually have a reactor here now. This is a reactor from the power mod, and it is upgraded to the spirited tier. That way we're producing a pretty decent amount of energy. The max that we can generate is 100,000. However, we're only producing about 50,000. I'm not entirely sure why we can't produce to the fullest extent of the reactor, but honestly, it's good for now. So the reason that we needed uranite is we actually used the uranite to power the reactor. And so yeah, we just have this framed secret storage here that's filled with uranite, and as we sort of as we need more essence, we can just craft it up and put it inside of here. And just quickly before we move on to our essences that we're producing, I did actually add these warp plates throughout a few different areas in the world. These will, first off, they'll lead back to the command deck, which is our applied energistic system. But yeah, we have these 3 warp plates here that they kind of lead to the places where we're mostly going a lot. So for example, the farming dimension, where we have our mystical agriculture stuff, that's a place that we visit quite often. Then we also have our ore processing and reactor. If you'll recall, in the overworld, that's sort of the nuclear power plant that we made. I can actually go over there really quick. Yeah, it is. It's this building. And by the way, I can't remember if I did this in between like the last few episodes. I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, I did set up a ender chest here. This is sort of an input. Or sorry, this is an output from our applied energistic system that is pulling ores out, then sending them back in. Then over here we have our extreme reactors reactor. And so yeah, this one will lead us back to the farming dimension. Sometimes it does take a second to load when you're loading a new dimension, but it's pretty fast, honestly. So I ended up actually leaving my game on overnight last night, just so that we can start producing a ton of these essences, mostly for Infernium, but these ones were also loaded in that time and also had a chance to grow. I also made up to a Supremium water can, and this thing can actually water in a pretty large area. And yeah, I just basically left an object on my mouse overnight and just had it hold down the right click button, and yeah. You might have seen it earlier when I was talking about the Uranite essences, but we do actually have 203,000 Infernium now. That seems like a lot, but honestly with mystical agriculture, it really isn't. But it should be good enough for us to get started with mystical agriculture and sort of craft everything that we need, at least for now. I also went through and made a bunch of these tertium growth accelerators, and yeah, these, I'm pretty sure that they stack. I wasn't entirely sure. I couldn't find anywhere that said if they do or not. From what I could tell, they do. But yeah, so I just put the tertium growth accelerators on top just in case that they don't, and I just moved the Infernium ones down below. And yeah, we're growing really rapidly, so that's pretty nice. And I also remembered finally to craft our Singularities, and I left it running overnight as well, and we were actually able to make 22 of these. I think the reason that we needed these was for the inscriber accumulation presses, but I don't actually know if we're going to need this anymore, because I don't know if the 1M or even the 4Ms actually are able to have the sort of storage cells that don't have the different types associated with them. We can make these mega bulk storage components, which I think might be what we're looking for, but I'm not entirely sure. So we'll probably end up crafting one of those eventually, just to kind of test things out. Also, overnight, I let our sort of palace system run for a while, and we were actually able to make 22 of the unobtainium allthemodium alloy ingots. And we're actually going to need those for one of the quests that are coming up pretty soon, the casing of the star. We're going to need 28 blocks of allthemodium alloy ingots, so it might take a while. So what I want to do today is finally upgrade our equipment to the alloy version. I think here in the inventory we have everything that we need in order to upgrade our tools. Now for the armor, we actually can't make an alloy version, but we're still only on vibranium, so I think I want to also upgrade to unobtainium while we're sort of making some more upgrades here. So the way that we actually upgrade our tools is pretty simple, honestly. Obviously it is pretty grindy, but all we need is an enchanting apparatus from Ars Nouveau, which we really haven't touched in a while. But we just need 3 of each of the alloys, and I guess it is only a single of each of the non-alloy ingots, and we can craft the allthemodium alloy pick, and I think it's the exact same for the sword as well. Yep. So we're jumping back into the overworld and an area that I have not been in quite a while. This is our sort of Ars Nouveau crafting area. It has been a long time since I've even seen this area. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We have the imbuement chamber here currently. So we will need to grab out our enchanting apparatus if we have one. Might need to dig through some old chests or just craft one. Right, and I just decided to craft one because I'm feeling a little bit lazy. So yeah, looking at our current pedestals, we're also going to need to upgrade these as well. Well, mostly we just need to add in a few more. Let's see, I think we need about 6 more. All right, so I'm hoping that this layout will work. I guess there's only one way to find out, really. And so yeah, let's go ahead and get our ingots down. Now, think I'm gonna place some sort of like this. So we have the these are the vibranium, all the modium ingots. Then let's just get everything on the bar. So I think we want vibranium here, possibly in the corner. Then we will do the unobtainium vibranium. Then here we want an unobtainium. Then we want unobtainium, all the modium. Finally, in this corner is an all the modium ingot. And let's get our pickaxe in there. And it does look like it's working. Hey, there we go. Not too bad. All right, we have the Swift Fortune of Space and Time, which I'm pretty sure is going to be a lot faster. I'm not entirely sure what the upgrade on the pickaxe is exactly, but we can go ahead and test that out in a little bit. What I want to do now is actually upgrade my sword as well. So we'll put the unobtainium vibranium here. See here, then we want the vibranium ingot. Then this is a little bit weird, a little bit complicated, but I think I'm getting the gist of it. So what we want now over here is going to be a regular unobtainium, or all the modium, then unobtainium, then missing one. Nope, it should be unobtainium there. Here we go. I'm not actually sure how specific the recipe is, or if we could sort of place everything randomly, but that should be the sword done as well. So, wow. This was, I think, 20 something hearts by default. It is now 56 hearts. That is absolutely insane. Let's test this out on some phantoms, because these guys are annoying. Yep, one shot. I mean, I guess it was a one shot before. Let's test it out on something a little more difficult. Okay, we can just go ahead and build it over here. Okay. Phantoms, get out of here. Don't want to see you. All right, Mr. Wither, let's see what you got. Okay, that did, what is that, like a quarter of its health? Yeah. That second one was a little more than a quarter. And the third hit just completely killed it. Alright, and just testing this out on stone, it is pretty much instant now. Not quite there yet, but we could probably honestly get a little more, what's the, efficiency. Yeah, we do have efficiency 8 on this thing, but we could probably get higher. And yeah, even the deep slate is really quick now. Ooh, I actually want this. Oh, we can one-shot mobs with our pickaxe too. Nice. All right, now that we have some new tools, I think it's time to upgrade our armor. And the way that we do that is we are going to need an unobtainium ingot, but we're also going to need the smithing template for unobtainium. And if we go back into chapter 1, what we need to do is actually find this somewhere in, I believe it's going to be the end. Oh, it's actually in the other. Locate the dungeon and make your way to the library. Here you'll find loot chests that have a chance to have the template in them. So I guess it's time to do some exploration. Alright, so I'm here at the pyramid, I believe this is what this is called. And I do have my structure compass on me. And of course we get withered right away. Let's, oh, what is it? Right click? Shift right click maybe? Here we go. Let's look for the dungeon. Go. Try to find it. Here we go, we locked on. It's only about 4,000 blocks away. Without the ability to fly, this is gonna take a while. Alright, I think that we're at the dungeon now. Could be wrong, we are lagging a little bit. Cool. Here we go. I would assume that that's it, yeah. So how do we get inside? It looks like through the front here. Okay. So I've never actually been in this place before. It seems like there's a lot of the same with I believe it was the pyramid. A lot of enemies here. So in the quest it says make your way to the library. I'm not entirely sure what that means. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is the library, but I've definitely found a secret area. So I kind of want to go down and explore. It is very dangerous up here, by the way. Really annoying as well. Might have to turn mob sounds back down. Yeah, we are quickly descending down. Okay. Oh, okay, we got Vexes. This is not going to be fun. Fortunately, I do have all the Modium carrots in my backpack. So I should be pretty much never losing any sort of health. As long as we have those carrots still anyway. We also have like 300 hearts, so... yeah, I don't think we'll ever die, honestly. Okay. We do have some chests here. Ooh, pretty decent enchantments as well. Definitely worth looking at least. Okay. Yeah, I might just take everything and sort through it all later. Man, there's so many pillagers down here. I don't know, I'm not seeing like any books. Well, that was a loud noise. All right. I'm really not seeing any books. I do see these ones here actually. But I don't think a single bookcase makes a library. Man, I hate blindness so bad. Can you guys just let me do my thing, please? Alright, I am, I'm turning down the music. I can't deal with all that. That is so annoying. Way too many backpacks playing music at once. Here we go. Temptation. Yeah, let's just break all of these, things at the side. Yeah, we're just gonna take everything if we can and just sort through it all later. We do also have our AE system that we can access, so if our backpack gets full, we can just start putting things in there. I kind of want to take these bookshelves. Ooh. Oh, that's definitely the library. Okay. Nice. I'm definitely glad that I found this secret area down here. But man, there is so many enemies here. I don't even know if I'll be able to get up there, honestly. Be able to climb here. Here we go. Alright, it's a little more friendly up here. And the game does sound a little bit weird now that there's no sound, so I think I'll put it on like 4%. It's gonna be... That noise is really bad, I hate that. Alright, if I take these, will they just break or will they... Ooh. Okay, we are taking all of these bookshelves. Because they are, they're from Apotheosis, I believe. And that'll actually allow us to craft higher and higher levels of enchantment. So, okay, that's just a blank book there. Excuse me, fellas. Breaking 5, okay. Okay, come. We really need this thing. Still have not found it yet. Very surprising. So it might not be here then. I mean, this is definitely the library, right? Alright, I've spent probably about 20 minutes down here or so, and I still have not found it. This is a room that I haven't been in, actually. I'll definitely keep looking, but we might eventually have to move on to a new one. Hope that we find it there. This is a library, so a decent chance it's in here. And I hate the blindness effect. And we're lagging a little bit. Yep, nothing down here on the first floor. And the last of the chests up here on the second floor, and nothing. So, unfortunately, yeah, it looks like we might have to probably leave this place or just hope that we find another library here. Alright, I've been here for about another 20 minutes or so. Still haven't really found anything, but I am discovering new locations all the time, so I think I'm just gonna stay in here until I find another library. And yeah, just hope and pray that it spawns. Alright, third library. Let's loot around a little bit and hope that we get lucky again. Or I guess lucky for the first time. Alright, nothing there. Nothing there. Not looking good so far. I'm not actually sure what the odds are of getting it. Very low it seems. Yeah. Still nothing. Alright, and I think this is the fourth library, I want to say. It's been quite a while since the last clip. Still exploring this area. See if we can find a template. If these guys will let me up. Come on now. Alright, and first chest is pretty much empty. Second chest. Third. Fourth, yeah. Man. Oh, and it looks like I broke into another library. We have a lot of villagers on me right now. Alright, let's check. Nothing down here so far. Sounds about right. This is my fifth library. So hopefully we find something good here. Hope. And nope. Alright, and here is library number 6. This is getting a little bit repetitive. I'm hoping this is the last one I have to do. Alright, let's check the chests. Okay, literally just emeralds. Literally just emeralds. Oh, there it is. There we go. We finally got it. That took so long. Alright, I have spent way too long in this area. I am definitely ready to return home and finally upgrade my armor. Alright, so in order to get more of these, it is similar to every other sort of smithing template where you can duplicate them. We are going to need vibranium and endstone, but honestly, I don't think that's going to be too big of a deal. Let's just make... just have a few extras. So let's make that many more. Here we go. All right, so we have 4. That should be everything that we need to upgrade our armor. All right, and we just need to use the smithing table here. We'll put our templates inside, our armor, and the unobtainium. I'm curious to see if it'll actually... it does look like it keeps our trim. Pretty nice. Okay, that's looking pretty good so far. The helmet looks really nice. And, ooh, the chest plate. All right, let's take a look. Oh, nice. I'm still completely filled with arrows right now. This looks so cool. All right, and I just went ahead and added I believe it was vibranium trim. I think it's the eye. I think this armor looks so cool, and I'm definitely glad that I spent the time to upgrade it. All right, so I think the last thing that I want to do in this video is actually upgrade my pickaxe into a legendary version, and I think I found a pretty decent upgrade for this. This is Destructive Fortune of Smashing. This would give us haste 2 for 30 seconds instead of haste 1. The only thing that's different is that the block drops will teleport to you, whereas this one has netherite effectiveness against all blocks. I don't really know if that's worth the trade-off, but this has +2 luck instead of +1.5. It has 23% mining speed instead of 22. It's not that much faster, but that doesn't really matter if we're going to be gaining haste 2. But yeah, I do think that this one is going to be worth it. I've dug around for a little while. I don't think that we're going to get a better one, so let's do it. Nice. And now that we've completely upgraded our tools and our armor, I think we're in a pretty good spot. But I do think that we're going to end things there for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll catch you next time. Peace.